Now the news in details. Parliament has approved the first batch of ministerial nominees appointed by President John Dramani Mahama. The ministers designate are Mr. Atuforsen, Mr. John Chinapo, and Dr. Dominic Ayin.
And that this Honorable House has adopted His Excellency the President's nomination of Honorable Dr. Cstv as Minister Designate for Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. Honorable John Abdullah Jinapo as Minister Designate for Ministry of Energy. And Honorable Dr. Dominic Ayini as Minister Designate for the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. Honorable members, on behalf of the House, I would like to extend our congratulations to our own brothers in this House, and we hope that they will make us proud.
And moving on to other stories, Minister Designate for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, says he will collaborate with former ministers to improve local economies in the country. He said this when he appeared before the Parliamentary Appointments Committee.
Mr. Chairman, if you read the Constitution, development of the local economy is one of the core mandates of the MMDAs. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, once given the nod, together with my colleagues and all former ministers of local governance, depending on which party they may belong to, we are going to team up together to make sure that we are able to bring strategies and policies to support the vision of His Excellency the President to improve upon the local economy in every district using comparative natural advantages of the various ministries, because they may not be the same.
The President's acting spokesperson, Felix Kwachi Ofosu, has stated that the Mahama-led administration is committed to fulfilling its free first-year tertiary tuition promise. He also stated that he believes Ghanaians will not be angry with the President if the policy is not implemented this year.
Sure, sir. Yes. Everybody would agree. Okay.
Court in Accra has sentenced a 15-year-old boy found guilty of conspiring with another teenager to murder a 10-year-old boy in Castle for money rituals. 12 months in prison at the Senior Correctional Center. Presiding Judge Benis Mensima explained that the juvenile convict, who was arrested in April 2021, will turn 19 this year. She also noted the boy had been on remand for 3 years and 2 months, according to the judge. Under the Juvenile Justice Act 2003, the juvenile had effectively served his 3-year sentence. Having dropped out of school at Basic 6, the court has therefore sentenced him to a senior correctional center for an additional 12 months to enable him to acquire vocational skills. Now moving on to business stories. President John Mahama has revealed his government's plans to offer new incentives for businesses to help them create more jobs in the country. Speaking on behalf of the president at the First Sky Group Thanksgiving service, Chief of Staff Julius Deborah disclosed that the president is working to engage the private sector to support the government operations. As part of the resetting agenda, the party will hold various consultations with businesses across the center and will also allow various private sector businesses with certain concessions to enable their work flourish and create jobs for people. Still in business story, Ahmed Ibrahim, Minister Designate for Local and Chieftaincy Affairs, has expressed its intentions to enhance the collection of property rates across the country as a means of generating revenue for local development. He pointed out that this area has been given insufficient attention despite its potential to significantly raise funds for development at the district level. According to him, the property rate is the quickest and most effective way of generating revenue at the district level. Welcome back from the commercial break. In case you just tuning in live on Cstv News, on Cstv. For more news updates, you can follow us on our social media handles at Cstv GH. Now, on the international front, at least 76 people have been killed in the fire that engulfed the popular Turkish resort hotel, leaving some to jump out of windows. The fire broke out at the wooden-clad 12-story Camel Cartel Hotel in Bolu during a busy holiday period when 234 people were staying there. An initial toll of 10 dead was raised significantly in the hours after the fire by Turkey's Interior Ministry. At least 2 people died after trying to jump to safety. It took 12 hours for the fire to be put out. 9 people have been arrested, including the owner of the hotel. Still in international stories, moments after taking office, the new President Donald Trump has issued a flurry of orders wrapping up the rules to protect the climate and natural world. The broad rollback of climate policy, much of it advanced under Joe Biden's previous administration, aims to maximize oil and gas production and lower household energy bills. Environmental groups have said they intend to challenge the orders and its uncertainty how effectively they will boost U.S. fuels. Donald Trump is pulling the U.S., the second biggest climate polluter in the world, out of the most important global treaty for tackling climate change. He also stated that he's withdrawing from the unfair, one-sided Paris Climate Accord rip-off immediately. Now moving on to entertainment news, popular Ghanaian TV presenter and comic actor Akwesi Bwedi, popularly known as Akrobeto, has been captured in a video heaping praises on Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II for his initiative to restore the Okonfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. Akrobeto, who was at the hospital to inspect the ongoing renovations works, was heard commending the Asantehene for his efforts. He criticized those who had insulted the Asantehene over the project and urged them to apologize.
Echo. Because we Okonfo-Anokye. But be a feeling of two for can say, or person will see Okonfo-Anokye in the form one. If we can someone emphatically catch a penny, Keminia, Bijahana, what can I tell you for the hour? Coco to the patch. And tell the facts. You grab back because so many people were here. Making a run in a magana. The real to bring to make a care. But a ruddy and company. Because all I can come up and go for Ghana. And it won't know you. Get him a boom muscle. My little boom hand of my team. No deserve say, and come I'm a real beer, don't go in number 7. Because, my yeah. No, baby, I'm not Cassan, but not a soul. You are sick. You know,
Weather report is up next. Stay tuned. Now, weather update for today's afternoon. This afternoon, dry and hazy weather is expected to persist for the northern half of the country. Sunny weather amidst slightly hazy conditions is anticipated for the southern half, with few cloud developments likely to produce showers to affect some areas along the coastal and inland areas. Visibility is expected to range from 4,000 meters to 9,000 meters across the country. On this note, this is where we end today's news bulletin on Cstv. But before we go, let's have a recap of the top stories. Parliament has approved Honorable Castle Atuba Forsen, Honorable John Chinapo, and Dr. Dominic Ayen as ministers designate. Juvenile centers to 12 months in correctional center. On the international front, deadly fire has ravaged Turkish Sky Resort Hotel. And this is where we draw our curtains for today's news bulletin on CSTV. You can follow us on our social media handles at CSTV GH for more news updates. My name is Dorcas Mensah.